No one cares about bowl games anymore. Not unless it's a New Year's Six bowl or if it's the college football playoff games. But simply, like, no one really cares about all these bowl games anymore. The players don't seem to care because, you know, especially if it's a star player, more and more of them are sitting out just simply because they don't want to risk injury for a potential NFL career. So, you know, like, why would they play if, and like, why would they risk injury if they have a chance to go to the NFL? This is just a postseason game that doesn't really matter to their career. In addition to all this, you know, there's just too many bowl games. I mean, let's take, you know, taking a couple for example right here. We got the Gasparilla Bowl between Georgia Tech 6-6 and UCF 6-6. First of all, what the heck is Gasparilla? I looked this up and apparently it is some type of like pirate festival. Like what are we doing here? I mean, that's kind of cool, but like, why as a bowl game? Like, you know those posts where it's kind of like a bowl game joke, you know, take the first letter of your name and like what you ate or whatever. Those jokes are turning into reality. These bowl games are getting really ridiculous. So another ridiculous one that I found was the Quick Lane Bowl, and this is between Minnesota, who is 5-7, facing off against Bowling Green, that's just 7-5. You have to at least win 6 games as a Power 5 team to make a bowl game. That's what I always thought. Minnesota, a 5-7 team in a bowl game. You know, you haven't won over 50% of your games in the seasons and you get rewarded with a bowl game. I honestly think that's pretty pathetic. Bowling Green, you know, shout out to Bowling Green. They go in, they get a bowl game as a non-Power 5 school, but they only won 7 games. Well, previously, it had been you have to like win at least 9-10 games as a non-Power 5 to get into a bowl game, and that meant that the bowl game mattered more. Like, all with so many bowl games and oversaturation of bowl games, these bowl games don't matter anymore. Just because there are so many, and there's also some just with crazy names, and they're really stretching as well. Final note is that the college football playoff is obviously expanding to 12 teams next season. We also have the whole thing with basically a Power 2 conferences. You know, we have consolidation of conferences, but especially with the college football playoff, this brings in all the New Year's Six bowls together and brings them all into a playoff atmosphere. So that leaves all these, you know, C tier, you know, afterthought bowls left. Who's going to care about these bowl games when you have a playoff now? And the bottom line is, the reason why we have so many subpar bowls and the reason why we don't get to see our favorite college players in these bowls is simply because of money. For, you know, for the latter, I think it's probably a, you know, an understandable thing. These college players, you know, they're looking out for their career. College football is turning more and more into a minor league for the NFL, especially for these top tier college football players. For the programs and the companies getting extra money, yeah, whatever on that part. But overall, I think we got to really put down the number of bowls, because simply I don't think anyone really is caring about these, and especially with the extended playoff coming up, no one's going to care about these extra bowls. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. All right, see you guys. Peace.